Hey there! I didn't see you there, but welcome to the Oliver Wendell Holmes Library. I'm Mike Barker. I'm the director of the library. I think I'm going to take you on a little tour of the whole space. How's that sound? All right, come follow me. So to start with, every tour should start with a welcome, and we've created a nice, simple one desk called the Welcome Desk, where students can come into the library and be greeted. Students can get their course reserves here, they can get their books that they request here, and they can also just get lots of help with their research and instruction. So this is one place where they can go to get everything they need. If you have any questions along the tour, you can email me at mbarker@andover.edu. All right, so in there, the lights are off right now, but we have a very excited to have some new classrooms. Hi, so this is Carver. This is the silent study room. As you know, this is a place where you can go find silent seating whenever. So only a few things about silent were renovated slightly. We have pictures in the archive where students from 1955 use it the same way as students today. So we thought it'd be a real mistake to touch this room in any real way. Okay. So let's head on into Dole. So this area of the library was actually the opening when you of the first library here. So the first owl, the desk would be there, and the library director's office was over there. That's now a group study room.
What are the panels on the tables for? Because we know a lot of students have been wondering.
Okay, so the panels on those tables are called vanity plates. Wait, that's not what they're called. Here, pause for a minute. What are they called? Let's call them security plates. Welcome, this is the Freeman Room. Often called the cozy chair room in the past. We also want to make it usable for students to do schoolwork. This is also home to this fabulous mural behind you, which during the renovation was refinished or retouched just to bring out the colors in a better way. Hopefully the style is a little bit modern without being too modern, a little bit cozy and comfortable without being too comfortable. So we're just trying to get that nice mix of a space to work and a space to hang at the same time. So welcome to one of my favorite spaces on campus, and maybe one of my favorite parts of the library renovation. The renovation gave us an opportunity to do something much bigger in a way that we hope kind of integrates the space even more with community life, as well as faculty instruction and the courses that are taught here. There was a curiosity as to whether or not we would actually serve coffee here. It is a pop-up cafe in the sense that I plan to have lots of snacks and coffee events down here. But it is a nice space for convening and talking and sharing ideas. One of the ways in which we tried to kind of bring the past ideas forward into this space was all of these books here. They are the Andover Author Collection. So those are all books written by Andover alum and Abbott alum over the last, I think this goes till 1950. Come on this way into the makerspace itself. This is the data lab. And the general idea around this space is we have students that are really interested in computer science. They used to meet often in the old makerspace. What we thought we'd do is create a space just for them. We tried to build a space that would accommodate a community of learners who are interested in that with kind of machines that I think they're the fastest on campus for sure. This is kind of the general making area. So some exciting features here. We have 2 laser cutters. We used to only have 1. We have some new 3D printers, much bigger, larger in scale. This is an example of a larger scale 3D printer than anything we've ever had. This one's just a larger, has a bigger build plate, so you can build things at a bigger scale. We also have this MakerBot method, which makes stronger pieces, which we're excited about. All right, so this is the home of the ShopBot. ShopBot offers it's a CNC machine, which offers us the opportunity to build things that we never could at the scale, at least anyway, that the other makerspace allowed us to do. It is computer assisted, but you can make furniture like this. So we are in the robotics room right now. This room's set up specifically to support competitive robotics. A while ago we had a competitive robotics club. We now have a new competitive robotics team that works as an athletic sport. So we have both. So this is the competition this year, and we will go to at least 4 events over the course of the year to compete. So of course, important to any library is books. And so we have put together the stacks in the basement are home to the history and social science collections, which are the books that are most often used to support student learning in the curriculum. And then, of course, what's fun to do is, is to build in little secret study areas where students can go and find a space to study. We built 3 booths that kind of have the look and feel of a Susie's. I really like this little A here. I don't know if you noticed that. But this is a space that hopefully is a place where you can go with some friends, and it's a quiet atmosphere and you can talk but be among the books themselves. So with any renovations, there's always some iteration, right? And if you notice, there are no flags at the moment. We put them up, and they were up for about 3 hours when one right there came crashing down. And it turns out that the flag poles themselves, or the posts, the holders there, are just not strong enough for the flags themselves. So they need to be reinforced, and then once they're reinforced, they'll be put back. So one of the important improvements of the OWL was creating group study room space. We, in the previous OWL, we had lots of open floor space where students wanted to do group work or hang out together. Well, we've created are group study spaces for students to go and close the door behind them, and then that gives them the ability to talk together. So this is a collaborative space called the Alumni Council Study Suite, and it was given to us by the Alumni Council. And what we want to do is somehow profile all the cool stuff that alumni are doing out in the world with these blank walls. So you see a lot of blank walls around the library, but we have kind of plans for some of it over the course of time. So no one's ever been up here, but I thought we really had to have that. We had to visit for this particular video. As you can see, these are all empty shelves, right? Where are the books? That's the question. Where are they? It's just empty shelves. So while we were doing the renovation, a very fortunate and serendipitous thing occurred. We were able to connect with a partner organization called the Internet Archive. And the Internet Archive is building an open access library, digital library for high schools. So what we thought is we would team up with them, we would lend them our books for a short period of time. They would digitize the entire collection. It's never been done before by a school library, and make those digital versions of the book accessible to this Open Libraries project. Really exciting. It's the most non-SIBI thing the Oliver Wendell Holmes Library really can do. It's private school for a public purpose all the way. One thing to note, for all of those who lived in the OWL before the renovation, it got hot, right? There was no air conditioning. And I know it's maybe a minor point to the whole renovation, but up here you'll see all the new venting for all the new AC. It makes the space a lot more comfortable, makes the space usable in a lot of ways that it wasn't before. And we're excited to have that every day. So total renovation, like from ground break to opening, was about 15 months. It was a complete community effort. I couldn't really put a number on how many people worked on it and supported it in all kinds of different ways. But people from the trustees approving the project, to Mr. Palfrey helping to support the project, to OPP and the physical plant folks, working with the architects to design. If you've ever seen a building, a set of architectural plans, it's just amazing how many people are involved. The last renovation of the library was around late 80s. So almost 40 years went by. It was actually a lot of fun to have a library in Paresky Commons for a year. Hopefully this space is now renovated in a way that allows it to endure all the new complexities that the future brings it. I actually don't know the exact cost. I believe the project before we start was estimated around $20 million. $20 to $21 million. I do have a recommendation where you should all go. So everyone should at least do some amount of time studying in Garver. I think that's a really quintessential experience here at Phillips Academy. I would also spend some time in the makerspace and learn a few things, or even just let off steam, maybe making something. And then I would also check out some of the cool events and speakers that we host in the Freeman Room. But really, I'd encourage everyone just to find their home in the Owl and know that the space is built for them for that reason. All right, so I got to go shelve some books right now. But I did want to say thank you for coming on the Owl Tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions about the space, feel free to email me or just walk up to my office and we can talk about it. Thank you.